This is the La Tremblay Church. It's associated with the La Tremblay Methodist School, and this suffered damage during the earthquake on January 12th in 2010. It had some structural damage, so what's going on here is we're the third United Methodist Volunteers and Mission team to come to La Tremblay. The first team did a complete demolition, and they removed the residue, and our team and the last team have been basically digging the foundational elements.
So we're using pick, shovel, Collins axe, and 5-gallon buckets. And we're filling up the buckets using fire brigade type bucket lines and hauling the dirt out of here.
It's really dirty. You're down there in the pits, digging around in the dirt, and it gets under your nails and stuff. And you have the dust blowing in your eyes constantly. And but it's still a lot of fun. You would think with all the sweat you're putting into it that it would just be like really, really miserable. But yeah, I mean, the guys that we're working with and everything, they just make it a lot of fun.
It's been great working with people my age, just because a lot of the life choices go on around the age of 20, and it's been interesting to talk about these things like that are cross-cultural, like getting married, having children, going to school, not going to school, living at home, not living at home.
It's been great. The entire time we've been here, they've been laughing, enjoying what they're doing. They seem to enjoy their time with us, working with us, and us working with them. Everybody's smiling, everybody seems to be having a good time while they work with us.
So I'm very happy just to make part of the workers who is here just to build the church, because I would like to work with God. As you know, when you work for God, it's like you will get the thing at the future. That's the reason why I'm very happy to give my strength, all I can do just to build the church.
When we got here and went to the work site and started working with the local Haitians, clearly there was a language barrier. We didn't understand their language, they didn't understand ours. So you try to find some kind of commonality. Is there some word that we can connect on? And one of the first words was bucket.
Bucket! 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 Military! Bucket! Bucket!
You might look at the footage of the excavation and be thinking there are more efficient ways to do this, or it could be done more effectively. And what we've discovered through our orientation and our time here is that our primary ministry here is presence, and the work is secondary. It's certainly important and it's critical that it get done, but our presence here is a ministry of hope, that people know that they're not forgotten. And as we leave, another team will come in, and after they leave, another team will come in, and it represents to them that God is with them, and God remembers them, and God will continue to provide for them. So while we're very proud of the digging we've done and the depth of the hole, and we've got a lot of jokes about that, our primary purpose here was to be ambassadors for Christ, and our presence is the primary thing that communicates that.
We are right here standing at the main door, and you will have 2 windows, that is to symbolize the Trinity, the three openings here. And then we have a total of 12 windows and doors symbolizing the 12 disciples. And then you have the pew that way, and we are going to make a sort of 2 balconies, because to make the church able to accommodate choirs and other people coming. So there will have 2 balconies right there, and you will have the pulpit, all the pulpit, altar, and over there at the back, and an alley here, and now all those places for the pews.
Children are children everywhere, and initially the children are curious about our white skin and just kind of flock to us because we're new and different. But after a few seconds, they're kids who just love to play and laugh, and Fun is kind of a universal language, so simple things like bubbles or songs or you know, tickle games are very quickly understood, and friendship is made very, very quickly.
The children love their pictures taken because I don't think they have many mirrors to actually see what they look like, and they love to see their picture, and they just laugh and giggle and run away and then come back for more. So.
Well, there's a little boy who they say he's my shadow, and I don't see him around here now, but he shows up from time to time, and he does it as best I could tell. I'm not sure he goes to school, but he carries a little English book with him and studies that and asks me how to pronounce words. And his French is probably one of the best French speakers I've been exposed to here, and he takes his English just as serious and is trying to do that properly.
Yeah, I think for me, what I've really learned and gotten out of this trip and really enjoyed is we really kind of moved into a community here. I didn't really sense that when we came down, but the school that we're living at is really the center of the community of La Tremblay. The kids are coming over here to go to school each morning. People come over in the evening. This is where the water pump is. So there's a lot of activity here. They used to have a church, and the church was damaged in the earthquake and has now been torn down and rebuilding it. So I think it's really going to be nice to get the church back, and that's going to help really kind of complete their community to have both the church and the school.
We thank them in advance for helping us to help others. Sometimes we cannot help themselves. And I think by doing so, they are also accomplishing what we call a ministry of presence that we value a lot. And your very presence here and the very presence of all who have to come, who plan to come here in La Tremblay and in Haiti is very meaningful to us, and say that you are really in us. And by doing so, I think you are doing the Jesus Christ ministry and mission.